Start recording.
Right, ready whenever you are.
Start recording here. Backup recording. Going.
Do you want me to start?
Yeah, go on then.
Cool. Cool beans, ready.
Right, I'm gonna add them into this call somehow. I can't. Can I add people? I don't think I can. I actually might have to add you to that. Yeah, oh no, I can. I can add people. Right, so let's type in. I'm gonna add Drew first. You're telling me I'm not friends with Drew. All right, so I'll have to add you to the call. All right, I'll be right back.
Yep. Fuck.
All right. Kavos is about to come in. I'm about to add him into the group. I'm recording. You guys are recording 100%, right?
Yeah, is he?
100%.
Okay.
Right, shall I just go straight into the intro,
as if
or
it's
shall I?
freaking like Donald Trump or something.
Shall I go straight in with the intro or say hello first?
I might just put that at the beginning and he won't reply. Right, okay, I'm gonna add you. He seems genuine. Anyway, okay, you ready?
Yeah. Wait, so am I doing the intro or am I saying hello?
Not yet. He's not in yet.
Nah, we'll do the intro afterwards. We could just do it later, afterwards, innit? I don't know.
No. I've got to do an intro first. It's got
Yo,
to be
back.
Hello, Kavos. Hi.
Yo, what's up?
Well,
hello.
You alright?
Long time no speak.
Alright, let's go.
Mate, that was almost as bad as your freaking holy guacamole.
That's a quality meme. I don't know what you're on about. Right, I'm going to do the intro. And then we'll
All right. Before we do the intro, let me just fix one technical issue that I've got going on with this shitty with my sorry. All right, recording devices.
Mate, you're the one telling us to set all our shit up, make sure we're recording and everything.
Testing,
yeah, we were like panicking.
All right, yeah, I've fixed it now. Yeah, that'll do. Okay.
Cool.
Right. Are you ready on the intro, Dan?
I am more than ready.
Okay. Oh, one last thing. Just put that up there. Okay. Go.
Cool. Hello and welcome to the Demonetized podcast. I am your host, Killer VWQ. With me today we have Drew is sharing.
Yo, getting super blazed in this one.
Jamie, young Mr. James Pine.
I'm ready for drama.
And our special guest for this evening, Mr. DJ Killer Kavos.
Yo, what's up?
You had to make it more cringe than it needed to be, didn't you?
But
Every fucking time.
Yeah,
Mate, we need to change his intros at some point.
Or just get me to not do the intro. Right, first, before we start shit up, I need to address a couple of things. First of all, in the first podcast, we didn't really give enough background information to the topics we were talking about, so we've got to improve that. We've acknowledged criticism. And second, and I think probably more importantly, we will also criticise me and you, Drew, on sounding too similar. So maybe one of us can affect an accent, just so the listeners know who's who.
Drew's going to be so blazed in this video, believe me, no one's going to have a problem telling the difference.
Pre-rolled so many joints.
Also, Drew, this
voice.
time, could you make my job a little bit easier and not grind weed during the recording?
Mate, I'm prepared. I've got pre-rolls.
Thank you. I appreciate
Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Should we crack on then? Should we get
right,
straight
so
into it?
I'm gonna me and Drew are gonna act as the moderators to this. I don't know if you can call it a debate, but we're going to kind of go over the drama from the beginning, but obviously me and Drew don't know the full story, and I don't think anyone really knows the full story.
And
so
I'm sure there's a lot of people here from my channel who have no idea what the fuck the drama is.
Yeah. And
I'm
so
kind of on the same page, so we're learning together. This is a learning process.
So I'm gonna start by asking Kavos actually to take us through where it all started.
All right, cool. Basically, out of nowhere, how I think it happened was Tommy C was giving me a bit of shit. He was doing a few streams on me. He was criticizing me. I didn't really care. You know, Tommy C and me, we get along. He just did what he had to do. And out of nowhere, VWQ just comes with this absolute god-awful fucking video out of fucking thin air. And then from there on, I just responded to it. That's all it was. No prior beef. Absolutely, in my eyes, me and VWQ are fine. He even stood up for me at one point, and out of nowhere, I think he tried to be an opportunist and capitalize on like Tommy C coming at me and the whole drama around me, which was pretty big at the time, and he just made an absolute shit video. So that's what happened.
All right. Well, I think I have a slightly different take. For me, the timeline starts a little bit earlier. So I think it first comes on. You sort of burst onto the scene. Fair enough. You done a couple of fairly decent expose videos, which I watched and appreciated. I hear through a mutual friend at the time, suppose that he was starting up a podcast with you, and I thought, oh, hey, that sounds pretty good. He's obviously a controversial character. Yeah. And I think I was at the time a fairly controversial character as well. I thought maybe we can bounce off each other, do some good things. So I was interested in doing a podcast with you guys. So I DM you. You were. It seemed you were a little bit off of me. You sort of shot me down. It may be that you didn't try to come across that way, but that's just the way I interpret it.
Can I tell you why quickly?
Well, yeah, go ahead.
Because like the whole thing that happened was, it's just whenever someone just slides my DMs and wants something, I just like instantly get turned off by it. Like to me, it's like you just want to use me, and I don't really like Suppose and everyone else. Like me and them were in Discord, we chatted for ages before we started everything. Whereas with you just came in my DMs. All you wanted was it was like a sales pitch. Like I wanted this, I want that, and I want to be in your podcast. And I was like, I don't really just want to add you to my podcast just because you see that I'm getting a little bit more popular because Keemstar's backing me and a few people are talking about me. So that's like, to me, it's just a turn off. Like I'm not about that.
Well, it's fair enough, but that does seem a little bit closed-minded. That everyone who slides into your DMs is automatically trying to use you. That sounds a bit ridiculous. I mean, I feel like I do have a little bit of offer, like to offer.
No, it wasn't even that. It was all it was. If I'm completely honest, is I want to do a podcast with people I really like and I feel I'll have chemistry with. Now, me and Suppose talked for a few weeks, and Pizza came along, and me and him got along really well. And I didn't know you, and you'd come in my DMs and you're asking about the podcast. And I know I did ask like who wants to be in the podcast and stuff, and I was taking applications, but yeah, I wasn't.
So you were taking applications, but you didn't want people to apply for it.
I wanted no, but I just didn't like your content, and I wanted people whose content I wanted to like and promote within a podcast and help grow together to be in the same podcast, because a podcast, people grow together, and that's what I wanted. I wanted to promote good content to my viewers.
All right. Well, I mean, I can accept that as an answer. I don't necessarily agree, but I can accept that.
If I could interject a little bit here, surely, Kavos, wouldn't it be good if you... All right, let me think how to word this. All right, I'll probably cut this out. All right, surely, if you wanted someone to be on their podcast, why do you really think that you need to enjoy their content? Which surely, if you...
That's just me. I don't know. Maybe not other people, but that's me.
Because I wouldn't say that I wouldn't say that Keem necessarily would enjoy Tommy's content, for example. Yet they had them. I mean, it's different people though, isn't it? It's like that's my belief in it. Okay.
Honestly, I can see where Kavos is coming from. Like, if you want a podcast to be a certain way, and like I admit to doing this myself. If you get someone in your DMs, I put like little tests out there. Like if I tell someone to do something, maybe I can accept somebody to do something, I'll get like hundreds of messages back. And it's kind of like a test in the way that I kind of want the perfect response. And in those 100 replies, I know there is a perfect response somewhere, and you want to look for that one for you. Yeah. So I understand that.
Yeah, like VWQ was definitely not the only one. Like I had a lot of people, and it's not like I was just sitting there thinking about VWQ's application the whole time and being like, oh, fuck this guy. It was like I had so many people talking to me that I was just trying to consider each one at that moment, and that's what it was. It was nothing personal towards him.
You said it was personal. You said you didn't like my content and you didn't want to promote me. So it is personal.
If I don't like your content,
I don't know that's personal. I don't think that's
personal.
No,
you're making a decision based on a person. That is the definition of personal.
I'm basing it on your content. Like it might not be your personality. It's your content and what you put out.
But you just said that it was nothing to do with, well, I mean, I think that's personal. I think that counts.
If that's your,
Nah,
but VWQ,
You're
that's when you,
selecting me
that's
as
where
an
me and you,
individual.
that's where me and you are so different, is that you take things personally all the time, but I don't take shit personally. So that's how it is.
All right, well, agree to disagree on
YouTube
that one.
is cutthroat.
I'll continue. I'll continue with
yeah,
with my narrative of
all right, cool.
my perspective. So right, next up, I publicly defend you when Chubbs calls you out. I think you mentioned that.
A good point as well. I appreciate it, didn't I? In the video, I
Well,
said thank you very much to VWQ for that.
Yeah, except like a few hours later, I come onto your live stream, and you say on the live stream, any YouTubers in the commentary community come on and talk to me. I was going to come on and talk about that and try and defend you a little bit more. And instead of dragging me into a call, you started openly to, I can't remember how many people, there was a couple hundred people in the live stream, and you started shit talking me. You started saying, oh, I'm never dragging in VWQ. He used to do shout out Sundays. He's a bad guy, this, that, and the other. And that was...
I can't recall that, so I can't say that.
Oh, of course you can't recall that. That did happen.
No, I can't remember that.
There was people in the chat.
With your track record of lying about me, I'm not going to believe you.
Off. No, that literally did happen. And there will be people who
don't remember
that.
I swear on my mother's grave,
because there's a point that goes against you, a major point, that you were being a prick to me before I had
then you're not giving context about what I was saying before.
Anything to you. This was before I'd said anything negative.
I wouldn't in a video say thank you very much VWQ for this defense, and then in a live stream just randomly out of no reason.
I literally raised your awareness.
But was it for
my comment within this live stream? Because you
was it for no reason? I just said fuck you. Was there no background?
Okay,
or
right. I'll give you a bit of background. Apparently,
because I was
asking to be dragged up too many times.
Okay, that probably pissed me off. Fine, whatever.
Right. So someone asked to be dragged up one too many times, and you start publicly trying to expose them.
Well, I wasn't.
That seems a bit petty. Well, it wasn't exposed because you were making comments about my history and saying I'm a bad
if you watch my
person.
live stream, I just chat shit about people all the time. It's just how I do things. It's like it's entertainment. I think people find it funny.
But this is off the back of one, us having what you conceive to be a pleasant conversation about.
It wasn't pleasant. It wasn't a conversation.
A joint podcast, right? And secondly, after I just publicly defend you against who is a massive and growing YouTuber, Chubbs.
All right.
And then you do that.
I can appreciate your gesture, and I did appreciate it a lot in a video. Well, I appreciate you defending me, but then it doesn't mean I have to like your content still.
I didn't say I had to like my content, but it would have been decent of you. It would have been well, you're criticizing my old content for starters. 6 months old content that isn't even publicly available on YouTube anymore.
I was still criticizing it. I wasn't criticizing. Like, I appreciated what you did for me. I was like, yeah, it's cool, but like, I'm not going to suddenly go, his content's great. Everyone
you didn't have to even mention my content. You didn't even have to mention it.
What about the fact that we criticize people's content on here, whether it's old or new?
I don't criticize like someone's.
This is a very
difference between an expose and a
scheme of what you've done to me. Like,
listen,
it's like
it sets a precedent, though, doesn't it? It sets a precedent. You were off with me from the start
because all you wanted was to come on my podcast. You didn't even want to get to know me or come like.
What you didn't? I didn't even want to get to know you.
Your DMs are just because you come in my DMs. It's just like, oh, I want to be in your podcast. I think it'd be great for your podcast.
You had tweeted out.
Yeah, but then I have all these other replies of people.
So I DM'd you. It's a conversation starter. This is how
I have all these other people coming in my DMs, and they're all being like super friendly to me and nice.
So how does that discount the fact that I might have been trying to get to know you?
Because it just gave me an off feel. It just gave me an off feeling.
It gave you an off feeling that you asked the people to apply to come on your podcast, and
if you give me an off feeling.
So Kavos, are you saying that if Dan had messaged you saying
no, I wouldn't have accepted him because of his content anyway. Like, I don't like his content. Okay. Like, it was their end of, I didn't want it. But like, I had other people in my DMs, and like, I had longer chats with them, and we just had a good conversation. But with him, I just didn't like. I wasn't feeling the convo, and it wasn't like a nice conversation to go with. And I didn't like his content to begin with. And also, I heard of VWQ before this. One of our mutual friends, Tarot Mask, he showed me your channel, was telling me he's gonna drag you in my Discord. And this is way before all this shit happened. And I found out, and I was like, no, I don't want him in it. He self-promotes, so I don't want that fucking cunt in there. Because I hate people who do that shit, man. It's like, it's not on. And I was just like, I don't want him in there. And that was when you probably just stopped as well. That was how far back it was.
And I think it is worth.
So I had my mind made up of you before we even met.
although I did do that, and I publicly acknowledged on multiple occasions that it was a terrible thing to do, I feel like, and other people have said this to me, that I've played a major part in stopping it from happening anymore. Because I did raise a lot of awareness about how bad it was.
But I mean, it's
no. In the shout-out community, it's pretty much dead now. And I mean, I take a large part
I don't know, man. You ever went down in the YouTube comments these days?
I mean, the big players at the time who I was friends with because I came from the shout-out community. Yeah.
What is the shout-out community?
It's a difficult one.
It's a community that gives little kids false hope and scams them into subscribing to them.
I mean, it's not all bad.
But what you did.
Okay, there was this one time, I've had this one time where there was an amazing self-promote channel. Okay, so like the thing was like, I think the channel icon was like, look at the comment, and then like the comment was like, look at the name, and then the name was like, look in the description, and then it was like, it kept on going, and then like after a week they like just changed their channel thing to like what they actually wanted to be their channel to be. But like I just thought it was like, that was sick, that was on point, although it was like a big scam.
Yeah, but then no one's gonna be like, wait, what the fuck is this channel? Like who is this?
Nah, but I just thought it was
that's
great.
My problem I have with shout outs.
I can appreciate some good genius,
even like shouting someone out. I mean, when you make a channel or a series around shouting someone out, surely what did they have to do to get a shout out? I don't know.
Basically
turn notifications on, subscribe, comment. That's what it is.
So they don't actually have to have good
content. There's no bar set for the content.
That sort of varies from did vary from shout outer to shout outer.
So can I make a Spider-Man and Elsa account and just get bare shout-outs and get loads of subs?
I mean, it's a really... I mean, I could talk about it for God knows how long, because there is a lot of layers to it. And, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Nobody's fucking interested.
Okay, well, and I take it shout-outs and like that kind of community is not something you partake in anymore?
Oh, of course not, no.
Okay.
No, I'm pretty much ended it.
Okay. Do you regret your past?
Of course I do. Yeah, absolutely. But you've got to remember that when you're in a community where everyone's saying, "Oh, what we're doing is great," you're benefiting from it, you think, "Okay, I'd like to believe that I'm doing good." So you fool yourself into thinking you are doing something good, and that is what I was guilty of.
It says a lot about your character, though.
Does it?
Yeah. Well, it says you like handouts. You don't want to work hard for your success, and that you're willing to put false hope into kids. And from my video, I showed that
it wasn't false. It wasn't false.
Yeah, it was false hope. Yes, it was, because you know when you comment on their videos. You knew when you comment on videos, you knew.
Then again, you have to make the argument. You can't. Some people would make the argument that there are very few people that really work for their success on YouTube. Most of the time. I mean, like for example, I'm not saying people like Chubbs don't work any harder than. Well, that's it. People like Chubbs don't work any harder than the next YouTuber that isn't getting.
But they're not shortcutting.
No. I'm not saying Chubbs does not work hard.
He works fucking hard.
Yeah, no, dude. I'm not saying that. But I work hard as well. Plenty of other people work hard, but there's a massive amount of luck involved. You cannot possibly say to someone, if you work hard on YouTube, you will find success.
Yeah, of course.
That's not.
But there's a mentality as well.
But of course, people like Chubbs work extremely hard.
And if I take off, I take off, whatever. Or is the mentality of I'm gonna promote my shit on other people's content without their permission, and hopefully that's gonna get me to the top. It's a shortcut. That's what it is.
What do you mean without their permission? Look, I'm not going
self-promoting
just forget that, Kavos, because like I said, I'm not going to try and defend shout-outs, because
you don't need to. I wasn't even going to talk about it.
It's a bad thing.
I know.
think
I wasn't even
going to
talk about it.
We all agree.
I didn't even bring it up. I brought up a little bit, but not like the most.
Trying to hammer points like, it says a lot about your personality. Not interested. It's bad. Let's move on.
Okay, I think that's fair. Let's agree to disagree. One thing I want to know though
is, like, at one point, where does the Patreon stuff come in? How far away are we from this? How much of this story do I not know? Because this is where like the drama that I sort of came, that I sort of knew about. This is when I came into the scene and sort of knew about that sort of. But yeah, how far off are we from that? Like, what's the time span on all this?
Right. Well,
where to be honest. Okay. We just talked about before he even made the fucking video.
Yeah, we're still before the video at this point.
Let's just get on the fucking video.
Let's skip ahead all the
that is
stuff.
Where it all went.
No.
So what? Okay, I want to ask you a question before you explain anything, Dan. Why did you make the video?
Yeah.
Because he repeatedly came off to me as a bad person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I say?
No, that is a perspective, and this is not me saying Kavos is a bad person. It's saying you came off to me as a bad person. Me personally, it's incredibly my personal opinion.
And then can I also say that before you made a video, you said if you hate me so much, just stop talking about me. I'm the reason I'm being hyped up so much.
Yeah.
So like you just completely 180.
Yeah, but that was meant to be a defensive. That was another one of my defenses of you.
Yeah, but so why would you then
started appearing me to be a bad person?
Well, that's a bit of a fast statement, mate. I wouldn't even call you a bad person. And
said, no, I mean bad. What do we mean by bad? There are loads of things that could be considered bad characteristics. I'm just saying you displayed negative characteristics to me personally, as I previously alluded.
Okay, and then you proceeded to point out my negative characteristics with your own negative characteristics by lying and manipulating. And
okay, let me interject right there. So, what exactly did Dan lie about? Dan is VWQ, by the way, for those that don't know. Sorry,
one of the biggest points, and he stressed it so hard that he had to say it on Tommy's live stream and even his own video, was that he explicitly told me to make a Twitter video about the whole fucking Chubbs video I made, where I did, and I even said it in my video, the whole Chubbs video, I fucked it. I didn't put as much effort as I normally do. I pumped it out because of the spur of the moment. Well, no, I said it in my Twitter video though. I was like, well, what it was, I was going for a direction which wasn't the same with my normal videos, and I felt I completely fucked it. Now
you felt you wasted it at the time, and then it took other people telling you it was bad.
No, what happened was, okay, I felt when I made the video, obviously I think it's good. I'm not going to put it out, all right? But when I get the feedback from my fans and loyal viewers were telling me, look, Kavos, I like your videos, but this one just didn't hit the mark. And I felt to myself, oh shit, maybe it's a pretty shit video then. So then, and I remember me and you were talking. I was in a fucking nightclub when you were DMing me, and I was fucking talking to you. And I just remember I was like, okay, I was pretty down about the video because I thought it was a good one. So I admit I was very blunt with you. But you didn't influence that video, nor did you even once say, make a Twitter video. Like you said twice in a live stream, and you said it in your video.
I maintain that I said that to
I'm
you.
a little bit lost.
No,
are you suggesting...
I proved it with DMs.
Wait. So is the problem here that that Dan
VWQ thinks he told me to make a Twitter video, and he said it in Tommy's live stream, which Tommy believed, and he said it in...
so is this an issue of taking credit, or...
No, it's not even an issue of taking credit. He's saying that I made it because he told me, when in reality, the loyal viewers were coming to me and telling me this video wasn't good enough. And I personally wanted to try and explain it, what happened. And I said to it, look, I fucked up, and I appreciate the feedback, which got a little bit memed. It did. And I just woke up, but everyone thought I was forcing it, which it was complete bullshit.
It seemed forced.
Yeah, it can seem forced if you want, but I literally just woke up from a fucking night out and I was fucking tired. That's all it was. So believe me or not, I don't care.
I don't believe you.
Great. Well, you have no credibility, so I don't give a fuck.
Okay, well, okay, this is another point about you, Kavos. Instead of making a reasoned argument, you go straight to, oh, you have no credibility. Can you go?
Well, you don't, because if you've got to lie about someone
this is
Kavos's
and
say
this is the same tactic that DJ Killer Keemstar uses, where instead of making a reasoned argument, you literally jump straight to an insult and you make these rash
statements. It's not an insult, but you don't have any credibility. If you lie about someone in a video, blatantly lie, and you still won't admit to it.
No, I maintain I didn't lie.
What are the point? Please list to me, Kavos.
You leaked it. You broke Keemstar's golden rule.
I don't give a fuck about golden rules. If you lie about me, I'm going to leak
place where we spoke. That's not the only place where we spoke. We've also spoken over Discord.
That issue, that issue was only in Twitter DMs. We didn't speak once anywhere else about it. And if you want to lie about it again, that's fine.
I maintain that I believe that I said that to you at some point. Make a Twitter.
Prove it, because I proved that you didn't say it. Oh wait, so VWQ, listen to me. Listen, you're telling me that we had a whole Twitter DM conversation about this whole issue, and for some reason you chose not to pick them DMs to tell me to make a Twitter video.
Because
why would that make sense? If we're having a DM thread, right, and we're talking about things, and we're talking about this issue, which is my Chubbs video, in which you gave me criticism for it, but you didn't tell me to make a Twitter video, and I was just saying, look, I fucked up, but you were telling me all this shit about the Chubbs video, and you're telling me, look, you come across as this, you come across as that. Why would you then go and tell me on another platform you should make a Twitter video? It doesn't make fucking sense, that argument, at all.
Well, it doesn't make sense if we've only ever had one conversation.
Oh my god. But you lied, and people saw through it.
No,
People saw
I
that you
mean,
lied.
maybe
You lied.
Right, okay,
You lied.
Right,
You
no,
are a
no, no,
liar.
no, 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 no. Listen, right,
You
there are
lied.
two options here. Either
Because the thing is, I proved that you didn't
okay,
say
don't
it, and then
listen
you can't prove. Yeah, because you're
No,
lying.
you
and you're not
haven't
admitting
proved
it.
anything. Right.
When my
Okay.
video proved it.
Right. Kavos, there's no fucking elephant in my room. Does that mean elephants don't exist? Just because something wasn't
Oh
one
my
place doesn't mean
God.
it's nowhere.
That doesn't make sense. So you're
Of course
telling
it
me
makes sense. That's a perfect analogy.
you're telling me we had a whole DM conversation about this Chubbs thing, right? Where you were telling me how the video didn't come across right, and what I was saying on Twitter came across as me being butthurt and me not taking criticism well. We had this whole thread, right? It was probably about what, a 20 DM thread, whatever. And you were telling me through that thread, which you claim you told me to make a Twitter video, for some reason you decided to go on either public Twitter or somewhere else to tell me to make a Twitter video, and it's somewhere out there, which is very convenient that it's somewhere else out there that can't be found, when in the DM conversation we had, it's not there because you fucking lied.
Listen. There are two options here. Either
we've not spoke anywhere else.
Right.
We've only spoken
can I finish my sentence, or is that right? Okay, good. So there are two options. Either this DM or this message is
Never
somewhere,
happened.
or I made a mistake. I thought I said it. Maybe
You
I
lied.
said it
Because you said it.
No,
Once is a mistake, twice. No, but listen to me.
listening
Once
to me.
is a
No,
mistake,
you're not.
twice is a lie.
I'm
You
trying
make
to explain
a
myself,
mistake
and you're
on
jumping straight in there. So you're a liar. You're a liar. You're a liar. This
No,
is
but
the fucking
VWQ, listen.
Keemstar method. You can't
No.
continually
Oh my
insult me
God.
without listening
This
to
is
me.
an insult because you're spitting shit. I'm saying to you,
No,
if
I'm
you
trying
want
to have
to,
a reasonable
if you make a
conversation. You're
mistake,
trying to have an insult match,
Yeah,
and I'm not
if
going to
you-
participate in an insult match. There's no one going to do.
insult match. I'm saying facts. Can I tell you one thing? If it's a lie, if it's a mistake, sorry, you'll say it once and admit it. You went on Tommy's stream and then you made a video.
No. Because I also made was it a Twitter video or a Twitter longer? Literally a couple of I can't remember, like at some point, and I said I may have made a mistake here. I can't find the DM.
I'm not saying. I know you made that. I know you made that Twitter long.
I did address it before you made the video.
I know you. No, VWQ, listen. I know you made that Twitter long. I saw it.
Right, so you chose to ignore it.
No, can you? No, the video was
disregard it.
made by that time. It was done. Can I tell you what I'm saying though?
Well, no, it
I
wasn't.
saw
Okay,
that
all right, let Kavos speak.
I saw
All
that
right, go
Twitter
on.
long, but that was after you went on Tommy's stream saying I'm a scumbag because you told me to make that Twitter video, and how in your video you told me to make that Twitter video. Twice you said it, and then you made that Twitter long. You know why? Because I DM'd you saying that you lied and it was damage control before my video came out.
Right. Okay. Well, listen.
you.
I'm. Okay, well, there you go. It's like having a conversation with a fucking child.
I've been sat here.
You're dancing around
I'm not dancing around the issue. I'm trying to explain
All
myself.
right,
You're trying to insult
Jamie
me.
and Drew, can you give me some input? What is your thought on this whole thing?
Mate,
Is it not possible I
one
could have
thing
made a
I want to know.
mistake?
All right, one thing I want to know is, look, Kavos, do you genuinely hate fucking Dan?
I dislike
You are
him for
so
that.
baked, dude.
Mate, I've literally been like playing smoking games with myself listening to
No,
this.
it's just the video he made of me was dog shit, and he's done some very shady shit and insulted me and some people personally close to me because he couldn't handle the heat and because he can't take shit, and that's why.
Okay,
But
so
would you be able to shake his
at the
hand?
moment, no, not yet. At the moment,
No, I just want to know at this current moment
Drew,
in time, would you be able to literally shake
I'm
his
guessing
hand?
not. But here's what I want to know
So what I'm
first.
imagining right now, all I've been thinking this whole time is like, imagine if they were just like face to face. I wonder what would happen.
We haven't finished covering everything yet, because right now I feel like we've spoken a lot about the petty sides of the drama, just you said this on Discord. Then at the moment it seems to be timeline issues. Like you both don't agree on when in the order of events in which stuff happened. And I'm sure if we really
yeah, do we agree on that?
I think we just see the events in different lights.
This is VWQ's trying to twist things into, I didn't lie, even though I went on 2 different platforms spewing the same narrative that I told him to make a Twitter video. And because I made a twit long before Kavos already told me that you specifically lied in the DMs, and I have the DMs of me saying you fucking lied, and the timescale will be before his twit long, because that was all damage control before my video came out, because he knew that was going to be a point against him, and he wanted to damage control it so it'd be less effective in my video, and that was the only reason he did that. It wasn't because he thought he made a mistake. He knew he lied. He knew he did it twice, which I showed in my video, and it was all damage control to try and reduce the blow before my video came out. 100%.
Okay, right. I'm gonna try and be a reasonable person because one of us has to. Let's assume that I did
One of us.
lie.
That was a fairly reasonable argument.
Let's assume that I did lie.
You did lie.
What? As you continuously are suggesting, but why would I do that? Why would I go out of my way to make
me look bad?
On such an insignificant point?
Because you're making a Kavos exposed video, ending the Kavos hype. You're going to try and get as much... If your video is titled ending the Kavos hype, you want as much shit on me to put me down and stop people talking about me.
What,
that
to
is the title of your video.
I make up one
because
thing
you did.
in an entire video.
You made it up. You made that up and you pushed that narrative.
What? Tell me. Try and get in my head right now and tell me
our only conversation, because you knew Tommy C was going after me and you wanted to capitalize on the drama around me, the drama that Tommy C was doing. You knew he'd support you, which he did, and then he retracted that support to me in the Discord, saying that you made a horrible fucking video, and everyone else saw you made a horrible video. No one thought that video you made of me was good.
Well, I mean, Tommy thought it was good.
No, he didn't. He has to come in Discord to apologize for you because you can get yourself together.
Well, nah, that's a separate issue.
No, you did. You couldn't get yourself together. You couldn't handle the shit when it came to it, and you went for really low blows.
I couldn't handle Keemstar's army of 13-year-olds.
You couldn't handle the shit. Like, you couldn't handle it.
No, I readily admit. Like,
the shit you got from
Keem,
the shit you got from Keem wasn't even half of what I got from the whole fucking community.
I'm quite interested to know how much of a part Keem played in this.
For me, a big part.
Like, how much would you say, Kavos, Keem influenced your decision-making process?
On what?
On how to respond to this drama, or did he just
nothing?
Or did he just share?
Me and Keem have never talked about how to respond or how to do anything. Keem and I have known each other for a long time. Yeah. He knows I have my shit together.
So when I made the video of you and you were thinking of making a video about me, you didn't tell him about the video that you were making or anything.
I never said, Keem, I'm making a VWQ video. Do you want to help me or give me any points? I made that video so fast. 2 days it took me to respond to it, and I absolutely tore your video apart in 2 days. It was one of the easiest videos.
Because you were going about,
it took 2 days. No, listen. Yeah, it took 2 days, but in them 2 days, I was up both days in 12 hours just writing, researching.
As easy as you thought then, was it?
No, it was easy, but I made sure it was thorough, unlike you, because I make sure my shit is thorough and to the point.
Admit my video was not thorough. I could admit that.
Yeah, I make sure my shit is thorough and to the point. Chubb's video, I made a shit video. Everyone has a bad day. That video was shit.
No, I understand that.
Right? It was a shit video, but the video on you, I was so happy that you did that. You opened your arsehole and I put my dick right
fuck's sake. You see, I think this is where I fall down. Kavos' way of arguing works perfectly.
It's called entertainment, you fucking
I know. You could tell he said that a few times before, though.
No, I literally just came up with it. Sorry, I'd have to script everything.
Script everything. I've just made several reasoned arguments to you. Right
even when you did script, it was a fucking shit video.
I already told you it wasn't thorough. I know that.
No, it was horrible. Like, you called my video. You had the audacity to call my video horrible. It was the ironic thing.
Well, it was. I don't know. I didn't think it was that good. Your video.
Yeah, obviously you wouldn't. Obviously you wouldn't, because it fucking teared apart your shit video.
Value. I'm talking about production.
Oh yeah, your video had so much production value. Your video was amazing. It's just you in front of a shitty background on a green screen.
No, we're not talking about my video.
Yeah, you're comparing your production value to my production value.
I'm not comparing anything. I'm just saying.
So if you think my production value is shit, you have to compare it to your own production value.
I'm not comparing it to anything. No.
So
well, I'm not saying I'm not comparing to anything. I'm not comparing it to myself.
I do admit the setup wasn't like normal, but like that's because I was in my brother's room and I had to make do with what I had to do. That's all it was.
Okay, yeah. I want to know. I want to know some juicy facts.
I made some of my best videos in my car.
Yeah, the content is more important than where it is. You know, what you say is more important, and how you present it.
Dan, do you regret bringing Kavos's hot girlfriend into it?
Yeah. I don't get that meme. Like, why wouldn't I think my girlfriend's hot? Like, that's so retarded.
Right, let me explain this meme. Right,
I know everything I say gets memes sometimes.
I'm going to explain. I may as well explain it for the benefit of the audience. Right, basically, me and Kavos had DMs after I made a video which I admit was in poor taste, whereby I mentioned the name subtly, but still, nonetheless, I did it. I mentioned his girlfriend's name in a Twitter video. That was wrong of me. I deleted the video and I apologized. However,
Wait, you know what? Actually, wait. Can I stop you there?
Go on.
I noticed. I never called you up on it because I had a favor of Tommy C, and me and Tommy C did him a favor. But in that video, you apologized to. You didn't apologize to me. You just said I apologize to everyone else. You didn't actually say I'm sorry, Kavos. So can you say sorry for it, please?
Okay, Kavos, I shouldn't have brought your girlfriend into it. I'm sorry. I wouldn't want that to happen to myself.
Thank you. I actually appreciate that because that means a lot. Because I remember in that video, you apologized for your actions, but you weren't apologizing to me. I accepted it for. I wanted to push it under the rug, but all right, I appreciate it. Cheers.
Oh, I mean, I'm not an unreasonable person, but anyway, so I made this video, poor taste, and Kavos DMs me.
I said, don't put my hot girlfriend's name in your mouth. Right?
Get my hot girlfriend's name out your virgin mouth.
It was beautiful.
It's a fucking delicious quote.
Yeah, it's a great quote because I was fucking furious. Because
there's no reason whatsoever, one, to put the word hot in there. Like,
yeah, because I don't know, I was just angry, man.
Yeah,
I
understand, heat at the moment. But
you should have heard me. I was going like me and Tommy C, and Tommy C was like losing his shit. He couldn't believe what he did.
He was mad at me. He was. But yeah, and the second thing, your virgin mouth. I mean, I haven't called someone a virgin as an insult since I was about 14.
Yeah, well, I did it, so.
Oh, no, you did.
I found it quite funny, personally.
And thus the meme is brought out. Everyone finds it funny, like,
yeah.
The pyro cynical, and he had a chuckle.
Yeah, no, I agree. But I prefer the quote, gonna take a break, gotta consider my skin is thick enough for this community right now. That's my
Mate, I loved that tweet earlier. I absolutely loved those phases.
That's a favorite because that just means like you're just not ready for this community or drama at least.
But the thing is, if you can use that as a meme, then you can. I mean, that sets the standards pretty low. There's nothing.
Would you say
that to me is just winning? So
would you say that you still believe that you're not ready for this community, or would you admit that the majority would you say that the majority of your actions throughout all of this have been maybe not well thought through?
What, since?
No, throughout the main kind of meat of this whole drama. Recently, maybe not so much. Both of you have just been going at each other like two exes.
Oh yeah, it's
over
petty
Twitter
as fuck.
Before I even say that, but remember, I offered VWQ peace. I offered him a collab.
Do you want to talk about this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this. All right. Okay. Let's talk about this. So you offered me a collab.
Let me start because I brought it up.
Go
I want to give my side to it. It's just like I remember like I was making this big Pepsi not big. I was making this little Pepsi meme. It was a little joke. I had a few creators in it: Bunty King, Ricky Berwick, and Vanilla Ice. Right, these guys offered to do collab. So I was like, you know, it'd be really funny if I had VWQ say I used to have beef with Kavos, but when I drank a Pepsi, everything was right. Something along the lines, I would have refined it a little bit more. So I was given a chance to collab. Which he tried to use against me with a tweet, which backfired on him because it made him look shit because he didn't.
Well, you saying it backfired on me doesn't mean it backfired on me. So
well, it did because even the most reasonable person, Lord Vega, even was like that was a shit. He shouldn't even tweeted that. Like Lord Vega he's a friend of mine, and you probably talked to him.
Yeah, no,
he was even like you showed a way out to him, and he just completely gave you the finger, which you did. And so you tweeted out that you ignored the tweet. You tweeted something along the lines of it was like, can someone tell Kavos I'm sorry for ignoring his tweet in like a sarky way because I was roasting your apparel. Oh, it's DM, yeah. Because I was roasting your apparel. But then you say you had no time to respond because you're at your girlfriend's, right?
Yeah.
But then in your tweet you're saying you ignored it. So which one is that? Well, and then secondly, I was rushing around like fuck with that video because I had to go on holiday. And I remember within the hour you read that DM, and it only took a simple no or yes. But you just gave me the finger, and your pride took over, and you just gave me the finger.
When I didn't give you anything. I literally just didn't
your
reply.
Pride took over, and not replying is basically giving me the finger. It's like, all right,
okay. I mean, obviously, I don't
could have said yes or no.
I don't expect you
because your pride took over.
I don't expect you to know this, but there is literally a meme that goes around that when I'm busy, I literally go blank on Twitter. Like, I literally do nothing for 2 days. I don't
But
reply
you
to
read
DMs.
the DM in
Oh
like
yeah,
an
I read
hour.
stuff, but I don't reply. I reply when I'm back on the computer. I reply to everyone who's messaged me.
Right.
Everyone who's tweeted.
But then you use it against me in a
Last
tweet.
week.
So obviously, like,
The reason I used it against you in a tweet
I was memeing your
was
apparel.
because
Your
because
apparel.
okay.
Speaking of your apparel, okay?
Can I just finish my sentence?
Okay, go on quickly.
It's because you said, okay, here's an opportunity to collab. Let's sweep things under the rug.
Yeah.
The next day, you missed your chance. We're never going to collaborate again. We can never be friends again because you didn't reply to me within 24 hours.
Well, you read my DM, right? And then, like, this is a big.
You
Like, I
didn't
don't
reply
know.
quick enough. That's your opportunity
You
lost.
read it,
Your big
and I
opportunity
said
with
to- I-
Kavos is gone forever.
Yeah, well, you're taking that completely out of context. I never said it was a big opportunity. I offered you a collab. I thought it was gonna be funny. I thought it'd be a nice way to sweep the. Well, I said it was a big opportunity. I said the video did well, and you might have got some promotion off of it. That was all I said. I didn't say it was a big opportunity. The video only got like 20k views. I said it was going to be a nice opportunity to sweep it under the rug. It'd be funny. It'd be very tasteful. And then instead
I
of
didn't
being
respond.
yeah, well, you read it within
reached
an hour, and you didn't go, "No, I'm sorry, I'm busy," or "Oh yeah, that sounds good." Like, if that was me and you sent me something, I would respond to it because out of good taste. And if you offered me something like that,
Dude,
I would
this
be like,
seems
yeah.
petty.
Okay.
All right.
No. I think it's. I don't think it's enough to get. Like, I wouldn't continue the. Actually, no. That said, if someone read the message within an hour, it would annoy me. But at the same time, I understand because I have no grounds to stand on because I'm so bad at replying to DMs myself. I do understand what it's like to just disappear off Twitter for a couple of days. Sometimes I do it the same.
Yeah, if he didn't read it, I'm not going to go ape shit. However, like, that's the thing.
However, if I had major beef with someone and then they DM me asking to squash it, and I wanted to squash it, then I probably would act on it. Or I would at least say sorry. I'm
like you reading it and not replying.
Okay, maybe. All right. There we go. Here's the thing. Genuinely, I don't think VWQ had any malicious intent. I think he was just being a bit lazy, thinking, okay, I'll reply tomorrow.
I think his pride took over, and he didn't want to.
So why is that? Why is that for you enough to say cut out forever?
Because I want to offer you a way out, and to me, if that was you going to me, I would reply. We didn't apologize at the time.
What did you say the next day?
Oh God, I'm gonna have to find it.
Well, no, did like say a simple answer? Did you say yeah, I'd love to do it, or did you say sorry, I didn't reply? What happened? Or did Kavos? Did you send him a message the next day first?
Here we go. I have a DMs up now. So I'll say, yo, you maybe want to be in my new video. It'd be me and Kavos have a Pepsi until we had beef until we shed a Pepsi. April 5th, I didn't get a DM till the April 10th from him because we were probably beefing on Twitter, and he probably just saw that as his way of replying. And the last DM I got, the DM after that was, let's end the beef and team up. People are bored with beef, and a lot of respectful people said we should. And I was like, not teaming up.
No, read the quote from you. I don't want to be your friend, so I will politely ask you to fuck off. You told me to fuck off.
This is the next quote. Like, this is the next DM. Not teaming up. Everything I've said about you after my video is a joke. I'm not restarting beef. So the VAV apparel shit and all that is a joke. But I'm done with it now. It's boring. But if in a video I make a joke about you on Twitter, don't take it too seriously. I said.
You just skipped all the part where you told me.
That is the next part. The fuck off part's afterwards. And you said, it's not coming across that way, bro. I understand if you need more time. I said, everyone sees it as a joke apart from you. I'm joking around, but if you don't think I am, then fair enough. And then you gave me one of my tweets about you with one of the kids. How's it a joke? I said, I find it funny, so it's a joke to me. Lamau. I said, if you just chilled out and ignored my power joke, then I wouldn't have tweeted that because you got angry about that power joke. I feel like this is boring, man.
If you dislike someone and you're tweeting jokes about them, there is more often than not a degree of malicious intent behind it.
Well,
I think
I found it funny.
Well, no.
Well, sometimes you could say it's for malicious intent, but then again, sometimes I meme people who I don't or who I completely feel indifferent about, and just because the meme is funny. For example, like I'm your friend, Dan, but your memes are fucking fresh.
I know.
No, you didn't make them fresh. Other people made them.
Don't even try it. I've been dangling out the rod trying to get some things to stick. Honestly, if you go for my videos and all the cringy stuff I've said to intentionally try and be memed,
I
there is a
refuse
gold
to
mine.
believe
I can
it.
send you a
I
link.
refuse to believe it.
No, everyone refuses to believe this. I don't think you understand. I've been putting out little feelers, little sentences that I think this has got to
Okay,
stick.
when
Surely one of
iDubbbz
these have
jumped
got to
off the
stick.
fridge and said I'm gay, we were laughing with him. When you said holy guacamole, you guess what happens next?
Well, I mean, you can say that, but if I said holy guacamole to make people laugh and people laughed, whether it's with me or at me, that is entertainment, right?
Yeah, you good Samaritan, Dan.
I'm not calling myself a good Samaritan. I mean, come on.
Just making people laugh at my own expense because I'm just a nice guy.
Oh, come on.
I'm kidding. I'm playing with you. There's one thing I want to know.
A lot of people do that, though, don't they?
There's one thing I want to know. And I want to move on to this because this was in my opinion, most of the beef that you guys have had has been rather petty up until I think the point that shook me was your decision, Kavos, to make that your patron promo video a giant VWQ meme. That's the one thing I criticized in the first episode of this podcast.
Right.
Did you? I just wanted to talk a little bit about it because did you? You didn't actually buy 300 shirts, did you? So that was a meme.
I got it for free as well. I didn't even buy it. Like,
so did you make 300 shirts or did you make like 2?
I made one. I didn't even make.
Okay.
I made one shirt.
So it was just just a meme.
A meme. Yeah.
You weren't actually gonna send people VWQ merch.
No, I even said at the end of my video. No, I even said at the end of my video. No one's getting a shirt. No one's getting this or that. Like maybe you probably didn't make it through, but like it was at the end. I'm literally saying, by the way, these rewards are all bullshit because I felt Patreon. If you're gonna support a creator, you're gonna support them regardless of these shitty rewards that people offer. That was like the whole point. But the video came across as like me making fun of Patreon when in reality I was making fun of the rewards, but it was I mixed it up a lot. So
I mean that's fair. I mean not every video goes out as planned. I'm sure Dan knows that one very well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, but I didn't buy 300. Like it was a joke because.
Well, otherwise Dan would be quite rich right now.
Yeah. Well, no, I didn't buy it from his website.
I know. I gathered that when you turned around and there was that glorious fucking
piece of text on the back on both sides for like a tenner, and Dan's website's like 20 something quid for one t-shirt. So
but that's because like I'm assuming
$15.
No, including shipping.
Like, send that yourself,
I actually looked, Dad. I actually went on your website to see if I could buy one because I was like, I might actually just buy one from his one to get it. I was that close, so I checked.
Yeah,
but no, that's just because like you're not like actually you didn't print them first and like have them in your house.
Yeah, no,
yourself.
there's not a great deal I can do about it.
Somebody prints them as they're ordered and like obviously.
Yeah,
so that costs like bare money.
I mean, I've got a mate to order because I mean, I've had like 10 orders in like a month, so I'm hardly going to buy like a shed load.
Yeah, I'm surprised you got 10 to be honest. It's pretty good.
Well, thank you, Kavos.
To be honestly, I'm actually pretty surprised with that as well. Like I've had shirts which have only got like 10 sales in like a month.
No, this is not just shirts. This is across all of.
Yeah, but when you're a meme, everyone kind of wants it just for the sake of irony. Like I want a VWQ t-shirt.
See, this is my game. This is what makes me different.
Yeah, sure. That's how you got your 10 sales.
Oh, God, no. I got my subscribers through MLG, Kazoo Kid, and fucking Tommy C. Shout out.
And, yeah, I was going to say shout out.
So I guess
that's a story for another time.
I mean, I think both of you can agree that the drama itself is over a lot of little small petty issues. There's not been one kind of outstanding disservice aside from maybe Dan's decision to make the video in the first place, or bringing the girlfriend into it. Other than that, I mean, which he's both apologized for. Am I right? Or have you?
Well, yeah. Well, I've apologized for my mistakes. I mean, you have to.
But the thing was like there was no beef. Like we had a few DMs that he didn't like, but apart from that, I never considered a VWQ like someone like. I mean, I might chat shit about you, but come on, I chat shit about so many people on my streams. If you watch them, like I just chat shit about everyone. I don't just like do it. I just do it for entertainment and fun. Like that's just what I do, man. And I don't take shit too seriously.
I mean, you can understand why that might come across as dickish.
Yeah, of course I can.
To publicly shit talk people you've been pleasant with in private.
Yeah. Well, I know, it's just my opinions are strong and I just wear my heart on my sleeve most of the time. That's all I do.
Well,
you should enjoy the subs that you got.
Huh?
I was saying to Dan, he should enjoy the subs that he got.
Have you made a video yet, Dan?
I've got one. Like it's like almost done. I was going to release it like now, but I mean, by the time this podcast is up, it will be up. So. Okay. For the benefit of the audience, yes, I have a fresh video on my channel.
Would you say that Kavos put you out of action for a month?
You know what? And I'll readily admit this, and I do want to stress the fact that it was Kavos and Keemstar it put me out of action for a couple of days, and after that, I don't know if you've ever taken a break from YouTube or a break from Twitter, and
it's just like hard to come back.
And well, on one hand, you think, oh, like I can't be bothered now, because it's sort of pleasant in a way to not have to worry about a lot of things.
Oh yeah.
And I guess I've been focusing, and the ad boycott had a big effect as well on me not uploading for a month.
I mean, it couldn't have hurt not uploading a month, given that no one's made any fucking money.
Exactly. So I mean, I'm not going to concern myself with not uploading, but you know, I've been doing some stuff in my own life. I've been trying to get a bloody mortgage, which anyone who is a bit younger, when you
Dan, that sounds like a very 26-year-old thing to do.
Oh, the old 26-year-old meme. That's a good one.
Mate, he's like 21 or 22 or something.
Why would you get a mortgage at 21?
Well, because you want to start putting your money places where you get to keep it, rather than putting your money places where it's gone forever by renting.
Actually. That makes sense.
So it's better to start early. Is well, my perspective anyway.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, live in the same place until you're fucking 80.
How old are you, Kavos?
Man, I don't want to be.
19, nearly 20.
19, okay.
Hey, when are you 20? You older than me?
20 in August.
Wait, August what?
19th.
Oh shit, you're like a couple days older than me. August 27th. Damn, I was hoping it'd be exactly the same. That would have been amazing.
Oh, it could have been cute birthday buddies.
That would have been great.
You can have a joint birthday party.
Nah.
Oh, fucking
yeah, Drew, you bring the weed, and Kavos can bring
Keemstar.
Playground in.
Can I just make one point? I wanted to say, but I never said it because I just felt the conversation flowed away from it. But I just want to make one point which I didn't really address that much in my video, and I kind of wanted to get off my chest a little. It's just the point. Okay, so VWQ obviously thinks I'm some arrogant guy. Confidence and arrogance is very like fine line, I think. I think I'm just confident. I don't think I'm arrogant. I just want to say one thing is that obviously the Batman and Gladiator thing, it was 100% a meme. But obviously you took it as me being arrogant, which was your evidence. It was your evidence for your video was that I'm arrogant because I posted this meme of myself as Batman and Gladiator.
Yeah, and that's it. Yeah, I
want to say as well. I know you didn't get the joke.
Yeah, I didn't get the joke.
But I do want to say as well, if you're gonna like put forward the arrogance thing and that you got a problem with me being arrogant, like how can you then go and call wild Spartans and Giraffe weakest of the herd and that they're not smart enough to defend themselves?
I don't know. That was supposed to be fairly objective. I mean, that like from like.
And you also call yourself smarter than me in your video and smarter than them. So like, isn't that arrogant?
I don't know. Maybe a little arrogant, yeah.
So like, yeah, I just found it funny that the evidence in your own video was more pointing towards you being arrogant than me. I just found that quite funny.
No, well, okay.
I wanted to make that point.
Sense of humor.
So everyone thought it was a meme, by the way. Most people thought it was a meme.
Oh, everyone or most people. Kavos liar exposed.
I mean, the thing is, from the inside, I can see how it would be a hilarious meme. But from the outside as well, like I can see how it would also be perceived as oh wait, he thinks about himself as a gladiator.
Well, that's
I'm an absolute shit stirrer. Yeah.
Okay.
But the thing was, even in the video, I had the DMs of
Jamie,
me and my mates planning the memes.
Have you ever heard of shit posting?
Yeah, of course.
That's what I understand. Like, everyone took this so seriously, but everyone else to me.
Everyone knew it was a joke a second ago.
No, well, like people like you. No, but like people like you.
Right?
Yeah, I know. I say everyone a lot, but I don't mean everyone, obviously. But like people like you, and people like it's like ML Joe and all them who used to hate me, but now we talk. I don't know that we're not friends, but I've talked to them a few times.
You're acquainted, yeah.
Yeah, we're acquainted. Yeah. They have a better opinion of me. I think most people have a better opinion of me now. But what I will say is that like it's just like I think it was because it was me and people were really trying to like nitpick me and I was under the spotlight that people just saw it as like arrogant boy. When in reality, I'm just sitting behind there laughing and posting pictures of like because I didn't even come up with the Gladiator one. My fan came up with it. Like I didn't even come up with that shit. And you used one of his videos in your video VWQ, so you know like it wasn't even me.
Oh yeah, I asked him for permission.
Yeah,
and stuff
that's
for
what I'm saying.
So.
So it was just funny. I just like
all in all, to kind of summarize, obviously the majority of the drama is it's petty. Like, do you feel like Kavos that Dan has kind of admitted to the majority of his downfalls throughout this?
Majority. I mean,
is there anything else you feel like he has
the one about lying about the Twitter video?
Okay, is that a very important point to you?
Yeah. No, it is, because that was a big point, and you made that point twice in 2 different platforms, and people saw that as people just saw it as me being like, oh, VWQ told me to, so I'm going to do it, and like it's like that wasn't the case. I don't want people to think
that
like
was my perspective on the situation.
I know, but I'm just saying
we
it was never
disagree
said
on that one, and I mean, I can disagree. I can agree to disagree. Can you?
No, I can't, because you didn't say it.
That's a big surprise.
No, but you did not say it.
This is just the difference between me and you, Kavos. Like,
what?
I'm reasonable.
I am reasonable. I just accept that you're the least. Apologies, but this is something.
I'll accept apologies. How fucking reasonable.
Yeah, I think it is reasonable with me after like the fucking shit you put out
being
on me.
reasonable is trying to meet people halfway, and
I don't. Why would I meet you halfway? I've got nothing to. I don't have anything to gain. I don't want to be your mate.
Social skill.
I don't want to be your mate. I don't want to meet you halfway. I want you to just tell me you lied, because then people think I'm lying about you lying, and I'm not lying. You fucking lied.
Okay, right, fair enough. I admit it. I may have made a mistake, but I think that I didn't lie. And I think
that's
not admitting it.
I'm admitting my side
find where you said it, and you can't find where you said it. And the thread where it happened, where it allegedly happened in the DMs, you said, well, it didn't happen.
Kavos, I believe that I had an influence on you making that video, and that cannot be disputed.
No.
Do you? How much of an influence? You might have had a tiny influence.
I never. VWQ's opinion did not mean shit to me. My fans meant more to me, and they were giving me shit for that video. And I was thinking,
but when you're saying that all your fans understood,
how can we possibly claim to know what Kavos's intentions were, other than Kavos saying what his intentions were?
Well, I mean, you can't. It's a matter of perspectives. I mean, Kavos is not going to sit here and admit any downfalls in himself.
Well, I already did about the Patreon shit. I said to Jamie Pine that I made a mistake with that video. I made a mistake about the Chubbs video.
What, you made a mistake in the Patreon video? In what sense?
The mistake that I seemed like I was making fun of the whole Patreon, and I should have made it clear. I shouldn't even have opened the fucking Patreon. I should have done that video and not opened the Patreon. That would have been way better. But for some reason I fucked up, and I made a Patreon, but I closed it down, obviously. But you know, I fucked it.
Right. So, but all you're saying is I've made a couple of bad videos. You've not addressed any of the criticisms of your personality or
what
or
I did. What other criticisms were there? I said how the arrogant points was bullshit, because you said it was
exactly.
But
you just deflect everything.
No, but your evidence on your video of me being arrogant and the evidence of you being arrogant in that video,
I don't think I need to provide evidence, Kavos,
of me being arrogant. But confidence and arrogance is completely different.
Arrogant. You said it was a fine line between confidence and arrogant.
Yeah, there is a fine line, and
are they completely different? I don't think they are.
Fine line, but they're different. Like, if you're confident in what you make and you enjoy what you make and you're confident, in my opinion, that's what gets people to success: is confidence and believing in themselves. Just because I'm arrogant, in your opinion,
the key difference is in arrogance is disregarding other people's perspectives on what you perceive to be good.
But when I disregard it, if we're talking about your video, I'm disregarding a video that most people thought was shit.
Well, you disagree with you. I mean, you just seem arrogant. I'm not the first person to say
but
it.
I don't care if I seem arrogant. Like, I could say you seem like a prick. Like, it's just, you might not be a prick. But in my opinion, you're a prick because of the shit you said about me. But a lot of people tell me you're a nice guy. So
to be fair, there's one observation I'd like to make, because obviously I've met Dan in person and I know Dan on the internet, and I don't know. I feel like they are kind of different. I feel like you do play yourself up a lot on Twitter with your kind of confidence to call people out, yet in real life you're just genuinely a nice guy.
I know, but I can get heated in stuff like this, and I mean, maybe use long, colourful phrases and stuff. And
I mean, so can everyone to an extent. Like, I mean, when I dislike someone, I can use phrases I don't really mean or whatever. But I don't know. I just.
I think
feel like
yeah,
VWQ,
a lot of people...
you're not suited to drama. Like, and that's probably not
No,
a bad
you
thing
know
for
what?
you, to be honest.
I don't even necessarily disagree with you. I think I'm more suited to making
You know, like,
memes
writing
and
stuff. I think you could do good stuff like that kind of thing. Like, you know, you seem like you're well educated. You know, you called me dumb, but you know, you seem well educated enough. And if I am dumb,
wait, Kavos, would you say I'm more educated than say Giraffe? And
no, I can't make that judgment. Get your fucking degrees out or something, because I can't make that judgment.
I'm actually a university dropout, so I can't provide you with that information.
You can be intelligent without having a degree.
But where do you judge like intellectual like abilities? Like, you know, he could be more intelligent than you in like other places. You know. Like...
And do you think though that it really even matters who's more intelligent than who?
No, of course
it doesn't.
Exactly.
Again, and that's the thing. I feel like a lot of this.
Who's the most entertaining?
A lot of this drama is derived from just things that are really non.
I've never said once I'm more intelligent than VWQ.
Okay.
For the record, he said it about me, but like, then what does that say about you if someone less intelligent than you can make a better video than you? You know.
No, I think that's a very weak point. But
well, I made a video. Okay, so if you think you're more intelligent than me, right?
It's incredibly.
And you're making this expo. You're making. No, but where? Like, you know, how do you judge it?
You could have. I think your
yeah,
major
but
downfall.
You make the points.
Your major downfall with your video, Dan, was that you handed him raw material. When you go into battle, especially of the YouTube kind, you with someone, especially with someone who you know is going to make a video response, you do not, and I repeat, you do not meme yourself. I mean, there's a time and a place to meme yourself. But the holy guacamole line was like, "Hey, Kavos, literally,
that was actually on a different
me."
video.
You know that was ages ago as well.
Yeah, the V-Man was one I put in that video.
Oh,
yeah.
really?
I thought I could try it.
Sorry, I mixed them up.
The V-Man,
the V-Man,
actually,
both of my videos. The V-Man, the V-Man line. That
both
was
of them,
so
I did.
Cringe. I'm sorry, dude. That was so cringe.
Oh, Jamie, I know they're cringe. This is why.
Yeah, but okay, I get that. Right, let's. If we can agree that they're cringe, that you knew that they were cringe, that makes it almost worse.
Yeah, I know.
That you literally put that in that video.
I shouldn't have.
Knowing, like, did you not think for 1 second, hey, Kavos is going to use this?
I put my ass on a plate.
You did,
right there.
And he fucked it.
Yeah, he opened it up.
Okay, so obviously it feels like the only remaining problem that you guys haven't like really agreed on is this whole fucking video thing and the intentions behind it. And I feel like whereas
not the intentions, it's just the the statement that I was told to make it by VWQ. And if he made it once, and he was like, you know what, it was a mistake, I completely forgot videos. I'm like, I could kind of believe that. But he went on Tommy C's stream when Tommy C was like at his prime of going at me to add to the fire of like me trying to get me to like, you know, I don't know, my downfall, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. But it's like twice. Like if you want. It's like once is a mistake, twice is a fucking, you know.
I just don't see why, Dan, I don't see why you can't just say, okay, at the time, I thought that I genuinely believed that I had influence on you to make that Twitter video.
That's completely true.
However, now, look, I
question now whether I had as much influence as I perhaps thought at the
because
time.
Whether
but that's not what Kavos wants. What Kavos wants is me to say I'm a liar. Kavos.
Well, no, you don't have to say that you're a liar. You don't have to say that you're a liar because I'm sure Kavos would accept that. Okay, I thought it was that case at the time, and I was sure of myself.
If you said to me, look, I thought I said it, but I didn't, and I put it in my video, I should have done it.
But I cannot objectively tell you that I didn't say it because I did.
VWQ, the only conversations we ever had on DMs, and it's not. And only conversation we had about that particular topic. I'm sure you can agree.
But that's just your word against mine.
Because you're lying, then. Because the only conversation we had on that topic on my Chubbs video, which this was all about. VWQ, this whole conversation was up with Chubbs video, right? Listen to me. I swear to God.
I'm listening to you, mate.
The whole conversation was on the Chubbs video, right? And there was only one place and one time when we talked about it. It was about like, I remember it was like 12:30 at night. You were DMing me. I was out with my friends, and I remember replying to you, and that was the only place we talked about that. And you can check, because only you can delete the DMs. You can check through all them DMs, and not once do you say to me, you should make a Twitter video. You even gave me respect for the Twitter video. You went, oh, good job on the Twitter video.
Yeah, because I thought I told you to make it.
I thought you were just being nice because you saw that I made a video addressing criticism.
I've had respect because I thought
maybe you confused yourself saying good job on the Twitter video with I told you to make it, but you really, I promise you now.
My head in because one of you are wrong. One of you are
that's
wrong.
The thing. He is wrong. I wouldn't lie about him lying.
It's not necessary.
Okay, when I showed proof,
I don't think either of you are lying intentionally. I don't think either of you I think both of you genuinely believe. No, hear me out. Both of you genuinely believe that you are right. So there is no deception. This is the thing here. There shouldn't be any deception.
But what I don't understand is how can you believe you're right when there is no proof that you said it? When in the one thread we talk about that specific topic and the only place we talked about it, it's not there. The one place he claimed in the DMs, I told you to make that Twitter video.
That's literally just you saying that it was the only place we spoke about it.
Oh my God. It is though. You know it is.
No, I don't know it. No, I don't know it is.
So we talked about the Chubbs video and how I was coming across as a dick somewhere else. Where was this magical place?
So I'm guessing.
I made the Twitter video the next morning.
We have spoken on Discord voice chat. We have spoken on your live stream. We have spoken in many,
Are you really making
places.
this argument? VWQ, I made the video the next fucking morning as soon as I woke up after them DMs. Like, there is no other time frame where we could have talked anywhere else. We couldn't have talked anywhere else.
I didn't make my video until about a week and a half after we had
the video addressing the Chubbs stuff. The video addressing the Chubbs criticism. I woke up from my night out. I looked at my video comments, and I made that Twitter video telling people how, thanks for the criticism, all that shit, you know.
Now, how is that possible that I messaged you before you released the video?
No, you messaged me that night. The night I was out with my mates, and I woke up the next day and I made that video. There's no time frame where we could have talked anywhere else but in the Twitter DMs.
How could we have spoken about a video before you made it?
No, the Chubbs video was out. The Chubbs video was out, right?
He's talking about the Twitter video the next morning.
Yeah.
Oh, the Twitter video.
The Chubbs video was out, and you DM'd me about it when I was out.
Kavos' argument is that there is no possible time frame between making the Chubbs video where he was out with his mates after he published it. He went out with his mates, and then the next morning he woke up and he made the video. And his argument is there is no point within that time that he would have been able to speak to you, unless maybe Dan, you suggest he might have been on Discord at some point in that time.
Well, I mean, we're going back a month and a half now. I can't remember
we're talking about. Oh my God, we're talking about when you DM me on Twitter, right? About
I already said I could have made a mistake, and it could have been me speaking to someone else about it.
But you did make a mistake. You did, and you owe me that because otherwise, people.
What do I owe you, Kavos, exactly?
I lied about you lying.
This is the reason why this beef is such a
small and old point. And
it's an important
point.
Okay, it's an important point for Kavos, I think, because
he wants to clear his name.
No, because you stressed it twice. You stressed it twice.
You want to get one over on me.
I have one over on you. I have the biggest one over on you. I fucked you in a video. All I want is this. I just want it because it's not.
Oh, you want more?
Yeah, because you're lying. I can't take liars, man. It's not right.
Well, that sounds a lot like your problem, and not very much like my problem.
But you publicly lied about it twice. So I just want you to say, look, because the only place we spoke on that day, the only place we spoke in that week was in them DMs. And I made the Twitter video the next morning when I got all this shit. So
does it really upset you that much when people lie?
When you make an exposed video called Ending the Kavos Hype, exposing Kavos, and it's a big point, yeah, it's a bit of a fucking dick move.
Well, I think you know a few things about dick moves, so I listen.
What do you mean?
I think
you're just dancing around it now. Just look, own up, or just
because we've spoken about it for fucking so long. It's boring. You have one opinion.
You won't
I
own
have another.
Up. It's not an opinion. It's fact. It is fact, VWQ. We talked about it in DMs Okay, the Chubbs video was the only place to
We've
talk about in DMs.
spoken a whole bunch of times. Just because you say we haven't doesn't mean we haven't.
VWQ, listen to what I'm saying. Okay?
I am listening.
I was out with my friends. You DM me in the club. I messaged you back. Conversation ended, right?
Even that
conversation
could be
ended.
Conjecture.
Conversation
because
ended.
you're saying something doesn't make it true.
Right. Wait. We've been over this so many times.
I know.
Okay, so
it's boring for
what I've concluded, right, is that I don't think VWQ is gonna say that he's made this mistake. Or I think he has said that he could have made this mistake.
I said I could have made a mistake.
But I don't think he wants to directly say that,
that's true.
It wasn't a thing in case that something had happened.
But you admit that you could be wrong, VWQ. Yeah, you could be. Is it worth still continuing this drama between the two of you consistently over the fact that, okay, you both remember something slightly differently? Yeah. And yes, okay, yes.
Not it,
of course, it's not what exactly.
Look,
Kavos wants.
Okay, no, I understand where Kavos is coming from. I understand.
He won't meet us halfway. He will not meet anyone halfway.
No, but
I won't meet people halfway when there's nowhere to be halfway. It is completely on my side, and I know it is. And you're defending yourself, but it's not true. It really isn't, man.
Because
I don't understand it.
Doesn't make it not true.
I have a better argument about it.
I don't care who has the better argument.
And I have proof.
What's wrong with just saying? Dan, what's so hard about just saying I made a mistake on this video? What will happen?
I leaked every DM that we had about the Chubbs video.
I may have made a mistake.
Not that you leaked every DM. What if you just say I have made a mistake?
No, it wasn't the video. It was Dan accusing Kavos.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Why don't you just?
Well, not accusing Kavos.
Say, I made a mistake. What's so hard about it? What's it like?
Well, because he doesn't believe he made a mistake. He doesn't believe he made a mistake, which is fine. Because if he genuinely believes that he didn't, he had good intentions in doing it, and he genuinely remembers it that way.
Okay, I'm just gonna say this. In my video on VWQ, I released, and I'm 100%, this is 100% true, I released every form of contact we had from the moment I uploaded the Chubbs video to the moment I made the Twitter video. Every single word of conversation I put on my video, and not once in that form of communication did he say, make a Twitter video.
Was there anywhere else, VWQ, that you said, not speaking to Kavos, but anywhere else where you suggested that
in that day,
anywhere on Twitter, did you say to anyone that he should make a video on Twitter about it? Did you talk to someone and say, maybe you remember yourself speaking to a friend and telling them that
Jamie, that is a complete possibility.
Okay.
That is a real
then if that's the case, then why not just say, okay, well, I guess maybe me trying to accuse you because
I may have made a mistake.
Yes, but the fact that you may have made a mistake, if you might have made a mistake, then might does not equal to actually being able to accuse him of it. Like,
yes, and that's why I admitted that I made the mistake.
Okay.
So you did
the next day.
And can you say sorry for it? Can you just
because look, this is the problem. This is the thing that's keeping this drama alive. It is that if you're not sure of yourself 100%, then it's usually not enough to counter an argument.
That's what I'm telling him to apologise for. Just apologise because you didn't have enough information to put it in the video. You shouldn't have put it in.
How can you? All I'm saying is, my argument is every form of communication we had from when I released the Chubbs video to when I made that Twitter video, I released in my video, and you never said that. So how can you just accept?
That's just your word against mine. I could just as easily say
true.
We had loads of conversations between.
When you're lying again,
we were on Discord. Well, I can just say the same about you.
Yeah, well, you wouldn't then, because you're not a liar. If you're not a liar, then don't lie. If you're not a liar.
We had a couple of beers.
If you're not a liar, then don't say it.
Well, we had a conversation about that.
It's literally your argument's lost.
No. Of course, it's not lost.
I proved it though.
You see, this is the difference between me and you. Again, for you, it's winning or losing. I'm saying I may have made a mistake, and if I did, and Kavos, listen,
when you 100% made
because you'll be interested in hearing this part. If I did make a mistake, I apologise because I already said. What more do you want from me?
But here's the thing.
When there's hard evidence against you for it, why can't you just hold your hands up? There is every piece of fucking communication.
That's just you saying that.
You can even agree. Look at my video. I released every DM from what I released.
Just because you said it's every DM doesn't mean it's every form of contact we've ever had.
But the sad thing is when there isn't proof for something, even if you deep down believe that you did influence that video, that you holding and standing your ground, Dan, is not worth the negative effect that it has on you.
Jamie, I everyone listening now, everyone like interested in the drama or whatever, I expect them to believe Kavos. I expect them, but he has more evidence to support his argument, but that does not change.
So you're saying on the day I released my Chubbs video, from the video going live and us DMing to the morning where we had a short DM as well, from the morning where I made that video, you're saying we spoke in other places but Twitter DMs?
I believe we
from that time frame
tweeted each other. Yeah, well, actually, no, we definitely tweeted each other.
No, yeah, but if you tweeted him, then you would have then you would have said that publicly, and then would be hard.
You would have had proof.
Yeah, I just think that when you're not sure of something enough, I know you deep down might believe, Dan, that you influenced that video, and obviously Kavos denies that, but you know, there's no evidence. It's not even worth worrying about because it's not even a big deal. But as a result of just kind of that kind of just feeling like you're right when you don't have enough evidence, you just think that way. You know, sometimes I think, oh, I influenced a YouTuber to use a particular style, but I have no proof about it. But deep down, I think I did it. But I can't accuse them of it because I don't have the proof. Does that make sense?
Well, look.
I didn't hear any of that. My fucking Discord was, you were going, eh.
Saying that my Discord was
I wonder why no one was fucking replying to me. I was just sat there like, wait, are you people are fucking retarded? Wait, can you hear me now?
Jamie, I'm hearing.
Still so fucked.
Yeah, it's fine.
You might have to cut this bit out, mate.
Hold on. I'm reviving it.
This is fucking.
This is why I'm getting. This is why I'm moving into that office.
Is literally gonna die soon. Like,
okay,
I did not think
look.
On for an hour and a half.
Right, I made a very fucking good point, and I'm gonna leave it in the podcast because I've got the recording of it.
Alright.
No, basically, what I was.
Alright, look, it's boring now. I understand. Let's just leave it.
Right, yeah, no. I was just saying you can't. This is a decent point.
Why didn't you say that in the first place? Jesus Christ!
Wait, what did you say,
Because I want to get my point across to the viewers, and I feel like the viewers will understand. Like, I don't care about you. I care about the viewers, and I don't want them to think of me as a liar.
I just think that I just think if you're gonna accuse someone of something, let's say you think another YouTuber copied your style, and you have no proof to back that up.
Holy shit!
All right, fuck it.
Jamie, you're gonna have to go on 4G.
I can't. I'm on a PC.
Hotspot from your phone.
That was amazing.
For just like for 5 minutes.
Why? What happened? Why does this shit happen to me?
Jamie, actually, he's back now.
Okay,
No, you're gone.
I fucking dicks. All right, forget me.
Forget you.
What?
End the podcast, someone.
Right. Okay, well,
Straight up.
Kavos, I think we'll agree to disagree on that one. I mean, I'm glad you've at least been offered the opportunity to defend yourself, because you are fully entitled to that, obviously.
What do you mean offered? I mean, I've already defended myself, so with my video.
Well, you just said you wanted to defend yourself.
I mean, this kind of thing is like, these were like the things I didn't include, but I want. That's what it was.
Well, yeah, you've got that opportunity. So.
Cheers. Cheers, lads.
I mean, I would love to say me and Kavos could bury the hatchet, move on. But,
and you could easily bury it, Dan.
I would love to.
Well,
but I can't
if you don't have enough evidence to accuse that.
Right. So every single thing me and Kavos have to disagree on at some point.
No, but this is a key point in a video, man. It's different.
A video a month and a half ago. You just.
But your last video.
Oh my god! You literally just said. That,
I know, but I'm just saying when you're arguing it again, it's just like.
I'm not trying to argue at all.
Like you want to bury the hatchet, then just like.
Yeah, I do want to bury the hatchet.
Rationally think about that.
Right. What about if you guys do both of you want to bury the hatchet?
Yes.
No, I don't give a fuck because he doesn't want to admit to one thing. Like,
I mean, it is such a small petty thing.
You both don't give a fuck. Why can't you just agree right here, right now to just never fucking talk
Because,
about it
look,
again. Never
there are
have this fucking
people-
stupid petty
I hate to
argument
say it,
ever again.
There's plenty of people, even within this community, that I believe have wronged me, but I don't even want to. I don't think it's worth losing connections or having drama. I don't think it's worth losing friends. I don't think it's worth.
Just don't talk about this situation ever again. Just, but like clean slate in it. Just judge each other from this moment right here now.
Look,
You know, judge away, but like just
I'm
forget about
capable
what
of
just
that.
fucking
I am
happened.
capable of that, but for some reason I feel like the feeling isn't mutual. But
It's not that I'm not
honestly,
capable.
Kavos,
Of it. It's like, I'm not like you. I don't
publicly-
care what people
I'd like
think
to
of me.
publicly start fresh. I'd like to do that. I think
By people,
we've-
Kavos, by people, do you mean people
I mean,
like
like, the
Dan or
general-
fans?
Yeah. No, obviously I care about like viewers and people who watch my stuff, but I don't care like about people who like judge me like in the community who are YouTubers and have all their opinions of me. Like it doesn't bother me. Like, you know, whether they like me or they don't like me. I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to entertain and have a good time with my audience and people in real life that I make videos with, you know? That's what it is.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Well, I feel like we genuinely have covered as much as possible
Yeah,
and
I'm
and dove as deep as we possibly can into this. But
Yeah, 100%.
I think I want to thank you, Kavos, for coming on the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
It's been very interesting to hear you guys fucking yell at each other. I'm sad we didn't really get. Oh fuck it, my ping went away. All right, I'm back. Yeah, no, it's sad that we couldn't find a resolution, but maybe someday. Maybe someday you'll fucking have a Pepsi, Dan. You sad cunt.
Listen, my
You could
DM,
have had a Pepsi with me.
my DMs are open. If you ever want to bury the hatchet, I'm open to it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to talk. I probably won't talk about it anymore. So you can consider that burying the hatchet. But yeah, I'm not going to suddenly just respect you and love you. You know, it's just
Oh,
not
no,
gonna
no,
happen.
of course.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
got
expect that.
That's that. Yeah.
Yeah, you got. Yeah, well, I'm not saying oh, I'm fucking great, but like, you know, if you wanna, you know, if you start making great content, I will probably see it and it'd be like, you know, it'd be sick, and I will probably respect you a lot more.
Oh,
Then-
okay, fair enough.
Same.
To be fair, you're only as good as your last video. And your last video was.
I mean, yeah, you haven't made anything since, Dan. So I think it's time to.
Well, no, I have now.
Okay,
On the spot,
well,
I have
tonight-
now, technically.
Well, the viewers know because this
because
will come
they
out
might have
after your
already
new
seen
video.
it.
So, all right, now that's cool. Thank you guys for listening. This has been fun, and we will see you in the next
Well-
episode.
Wait, can I ask everyone a question?
Yeah, go on.
You guys going to the Keemstar meetup? That would be
No.
amazing.
The answer is no.
I'm
Dude,
going.
The amount of memes that will happen is.
Where's
gonna
he
be
doing a
amazing.
meetup? I don't even know.
Hyde
At
Park.
Hyde
Hyde Park.
Park in like I don't know, a
man.
week or two. I just think it would be
Ah,
amazing.
nah, I
Get
wouldn't be able
so
to
many
go.
memes.
I actually would have gone, you know, actually.
That would
Like,
have
I've
been
got
quite funny.
exams. Yeah.
Damn. Oh.
Right. I will
that
see
would
you
be-
guys.
Imagine all of us just at the Keemstar meetup. Maybe one day.
Fucking- What a joke.
Should I end my recording?
Yeah, all right. Fucking, let's end this shit.
Bye.
Alright.
Bye. In a bit.
Yeah, I didn't even bother saying bye.
Yeah.
I know you do.
My laptop is gonna die. I'm on like 3%,
All right, dude.
You
so
got a few minutes then.
I'm gonna bounce.
Yeah, sorry that took a bit more
Fair
longer
enough,
than
mate.
9:10, Kavos.
Nah, it's cool. It's cool. I know what I'm
Yeah, I wasn't.
Do you want it as an MP3?
Yeah, whatever, whichever's easiest to upload.
Yeah. Well, how do you want me to get it to you?
We have a Dropbox.
Okay.
I'll create you a
Can
shared
you,
folder and
no,
link
you could
it.
just do a Google Drive or Dropbox link.
Oh yeah, you
I
could.
can do Google Drive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Google Drive it,
Yeah,
and
cool.
that's sweet. But
Cool, fam. Oh wait. What the fuck?
I'll probably edit a lot of the repetitive parts out.
Yeah,
and
no,
it
yeah.
will come
That's
down
got
to
enough to do that
there was a
part.
lot of rehashing the
Yeah.
same points, but
Yeah,
that's
if we can
cool.
get down to about an hour, that would be good.
yeah, there's easily 22 minutes to cut out of that shit show.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah, on and
literally, there
on.
was a good 20 minutes where I sat there in complete silence while you two just went at it, and I didn't even know what was going on.
You know what? All our differences aside, I think the majority of that was entertaining stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
that's
the
good.
bit where the Kavos' line where he said you opened your asshole and fucked it was the best line. Oh my god. That was
Yeah.
beautiful.
Why is it not saving as MP3? I'd never use this shit, man.
What you on QuickTime?
No, he's on Audacity. Try and go to
Oh,
File.
yeah, you've got to get a
export.
plugin to do that.
Okay, don't worry about
Oh,
MP3.
right.
Just go for. Could you just do it
WMV, literally
as WAV?
MV. MV.
MV? Really?
Yeah. No, wait. No, that's not right.
Is it WAV?
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
WAV. Microsoft WAV.
Yeah. Cool. File name. All right. Yeah, that's fun. I mean, our podcast fell through, so it's nice to be on one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You're not going ahead with it?
The time zone's fucked. So
Really?
like, we have an Australian, a Brit, and a American. So it was good chemistry, but it didn't work.
Well, that is a shame.
Who was on that podcast?
It was me, Suppose, Sounds Like Pizza. Yeah, I don't know. We weren't working hard enough anyway, so I bunned it.
That seems to be the downfall of so many podcasts at the moment, is that people just aren't into it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm really into it and I like doing it, but it's
They
like
are
I have to
hard
focus on my
to coordinate.
content too. Yeah.
Well, we
Hard to
know
focus
more
on
than
the
ever.
To be
Yeah.
honest with you, editing that the first episode of this podcast took me a good 2 days, because of just the amount of, there was just so much to edit, mainly because Drew's audio was shit. 'Cause he's a fucking retard and records his fucking thing on his Apple headphones. Grinds
he said
weed in the
he said
background.
He's bought a microphone.
He
now.
better fucking have bought a microphone. He runs a YouTube channel with 100k
How?
subs, and he
How?
doesn't have a microphone.
I don't understand.
I
mean, he's got away with it so far. So.
Fucking weird.
Yeah, fair play.
Lot of heads, man. No, I'm kidding. I smoke.
All right, I'm uploading it to Google Drive. So.
Sweet, and then just ping me the link anyway.
How big's the file? It's not too big, is it?
Let me check. Properties. Oh, it's 817 meg.
Oh, that. How fast your internet?
Yeah, I'm
Juicy
still
one.
recording mine. Hang on.
How fast your internet?
Mine's fast. It's only gonna be 50 minutes.
All right, sweet. And that's fine.
Cool.
That would take
Mine's
me
not
about
much to gig.
24 hours to upload where I am.
Really? Shit.
Yeah, you heard my fucking audio. My internet's shocking in this house. Literally halfway through the podcast, no one
sound
could
like
fucking
shit.
hear me on a Discord voice chat. It's not exactly
that.
like I try streaming on this shit. I'm so happy. I'm moving into an office soon, and with fast internet, so it's gonna be fucking sweet.
That would be good.
Yeah. When's this gonna be up?
When
Jamie, are you editing audio again?
yeah, I guess I'll edit.
And then putting it in the Dropbox, and then I'll upload it.
Yeah, no, I'll just put it over. I won't edit. I will get Kavos's picture of his display picture and Photoshop out the blue background and put it I'll superimpose it in somehow in the graphics and then save it, and then you can render and export.
Cool.
Actually, no, dude, I can upload it at the office.
Of course.
I forgot.
Sweet.
Sweet.
Wonderful. So, tomorrow night?
Oh, dude,
is that
I'm so
stretch
tired.
it?
I'm gonna go to bed after this shit. I'm gonna go, bed in a couple hours.
Bright and early start tomorrow, 6 a.m.
I guess
Edit this
I
thing.
guess I could sit. I'm going to the office, but I can edit there, I guess. There's a hammock there, so I'll sit in the hammock and edit this shitty podcast. Sounds good.
Shitty.
Yes.
You've been so stuck.
I'm gonna have to listen to that argument again. Although I am looking forward to that one line.
Yeah.
Great. All right, I'm bouncing. Good
All right.
podcast. I appreciate you having me on.
No problem,
see you
dude.
later.
Appreciate you coming on.
Take
dude.
it easy.
That was a quick exit.
Yeah.
Well,
I
was really trying. Dan, I was really trying to get you two to squash it, and I knew the only way for it to be squashed was for you to just drop that point, but you couldn't do it. I mean, fair. It's fair because I respect it from your point of view that you genuinely believe that you had influence on it, and I understand how frustrating that is, but like that was the only way out of it. That's the only way out of it I could see.
Yeah, but it wasn't. It's not important enough for me to get along with him that I would like lie.
Yeah, I suppose.
And say something I don't believe because that's just sucking dick, isn't it? Like making shit up to try and be friends with people.
I suppose it would have been sad to see you squash the beef because I like the Twitter memes.
Yeah, everybody does. And I managed to give context publicly to everyone to the fucking hot girlfriend meme.
Oh yeah.
Because that when I tweet out that fucking thing, nobody understands it. Because
Ah.
I've never actually explained it before.
Oh, good.
So the meme now has so much more power. Because at the moment it's like a real in-joke, like a lads on tour in-joke.
Ah. That's fair.
So yeah.
It's gonna be a hard one to edit because of the amount of just like.
I mean, don't be afraid to not. I mean, it's more important that you cut bits out than you like make sure people aren't talking over one another. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Because the guys I was speaking to Deodorant and the guys who did the trending topic, they literally hardly cut out anything. They don't cut out when you're speaking over each other. They cut out like minimal bits. And I was listening to Baited, and it seemed as well on that they hardly edit it at all.
Yeah, but Baited shit.
It is, but I don't know.
I mean, it depends on the topic. With an argument, it's fine. But unless because there are parts where genuinely we were all talking at once, which need to be edited out. But I don't know. I think there's something there. Is my internet bad?
It's all right at the moment. At the second,
I keep seeing it go red down the bottom on Discord. It goes up. My ping goes up to 1,000 at some points.
Weird.
Yeah, it's 1,000. It just went from 1,165 back down to 65. Like, what the fuck? It's so fucked up.
Shit.
Man, I'm so tired.
Go to bed.
A long day. A very fucking weird day. What? See, I don't know.
I'm gonna kick Kavos from this group, by the way, so we can use it again.
Okay, go for it.
Sorry, go on.
He might have used that to send up. No, he'll DM me the link probably. Yeah, no, I don't know how I feel about this this studio thing in reality. Like, it all sounds really good, but it also sounds really too good to be true. Like, I don't like the idea.
Just read your contract before you sign it.
I suppose, yeah.
Yeah, that's what you need to worry about, really. It will say everything in the contract. If it's not contracted, then they can't make you do anything. They can't do anything to you.
Yeah. They were.
So
I want to move. I think they did tell me I can bring in my computer and all that shit, but at the same time, like, I don't know whether I want to bring. Like, I kind of need my setup at home. Like, because for example, like the podcast and shit like that. You know, just all those other little things that I'll need to hop on and do. But then again, I want to stream. So I want to try and use their internet and actually fucking stream games there.
Well,
I have no idea.
Well, we do like podcasts and stuff like during the evening anyway. So you could always be there during the day.
Yeah, but it's about
like,
where do I
time.
put my computer? I mean, I don't know whether they're going to give me a computer.
What do you mean, at home or there?
Yeah. I might, because I want to take
your full computer.
Yeah, like, because I've got this whole elaborate setup, and they said I could bring it there, but if I bring it there, then I fuck myself when they close. And
why don't you ask them to reproduce your setup
or make another one? I don't know if I don't know whether they're gonna invest much money in me on the get go. I think,
but it's not just investing in you. If it's a good setup, then it's something that they want to be doing. Anyway,
I
surely.
suppose, yeah. I mean, they have good They have 2 good computers there. They have 2 Alienware computers, but and they have microphones and they have cameras. What else do I need? I don't actually need anything else, do I? I just need a microphone, a computer. That's the thing, a computer. Finally, letting me use one of their computers. I suppose I could do that. Yeah, I could replicate a streaming setup with the equipment they've got. I don't know. It all seems very weird. I don't want to get fucked over. Like, it seems really weird. Someone just like randomly offering all this shit. It's like, what's in it for them, kind of thing.
Yeah, it's important you get just like read the small print.
Yeah. Weird day. This fucking podcast and all this shit. Man, I need bed. Do you feel like
Go to bed.
I'm gonna go to bed. Do you feel like that podcast went all right? Do you have any negative feelings about it?
I mean, I don't know. If you can edit it so it looked like I won the argument,
I
because
think you would have. If
it's difficult because it all came down to that one point at the end, and that was almost a conclusion, and it's a wrong conclusion because that's not the. It was.
Well, you've squashed. I mean, everything else came to a natural halt. Like, yeah, okay, you can't elaborate more. You've admitted that maybe that the video was in poor taste. Kavos admitted that his Patreon video was in poor taste. Everything else was just like, yeah, you moved on past it, like, yeah, but that was the main point that both of you were holding, and I feel like squashing that would have squashed the whole beef.
I mean,
and
I don't know.
And I think you're right, as in Kavos doesn't matter as much to you to kind of to make up something if you or go against your own belief. Like, he doesn't mean that much. But at the same time, then it would have had the podcast would have had a different ending, I think, for sure.
Yeah. I don't know. What am I gonna do?
I don't know. I think again, you still, like, you may not have you won't change your mind, I don't think. Like, you're sure of yourself.
Well, yeah, I mean, unless I spend like an afternoon thoroughly researching everywhere we could have spoken this, that,
I just
and the
think
other.
it's more the premise that you should have that if you don't really know for sure and you think there's a possibility you could be wrong, you just say, okay, I'm sorry, I probably could be wrong. I don't think
Which I did.
Yeah, I know, but then you still said that you wouldn't apologize for accusing, and if you were
No, no, didn't you hear? I said, like, if I made a mistake, I'm genuinely sorry.
yeah,
Is
but
it that?
yeah, but that's again on the premise if I made a mistake.
But that is the premise. That is the fucking swinging factor.
I guess so, but I think for him it would have meant as in, because the only reason he's up in arms about it is it hurts his reputation.
Good. I mean, he's done enough for me. I mean, if he's gonna fucking go on about that point, I've not gone out my way to defend myself about like him saying like I'm a bad person because I used to do shout out Sundays, because I understand that you can have a different opinion from another person, but
yeah, I suppose.
And that's what it comes down to. I mean, I tried to meet him halfway on every issue and try and understand his perspectives. There's only so much I can do.
Yeah. Well, I think it was a fair fight, and you know, you squashed some beef, but not all of it, and that's fine, because there's gonna be continuous Twitter memes, and everyone's gonna want to listen to this episode.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how interesting it is, to be honest.
It's not like the most interesting thing, and I mean, I reckon it could be edited down to less than half an hour. To be fair, genuinely, that's how
Really?
much. That's how much points were rehashed.
I don't know. As long as you make.
It depends. Like, well, I don't want to release a
that's
half an hour
nothing.
podcast, but I'm just saying, like, there's obviously.
I don't think there's anything wrong with a 35-40-minute podcast.
I think, to be honest, with something like this, given we didn't talk about anything else, it's probably best we cut it down to about that.
Yeah, and it's one topic. The whole podcast was about one thing. So if it's a bit shorter, fair enough, because we only spoke about one thing. Last week we spoke about a few things, so it was a bit longer.
Yeah. That's fair. All right, dude, I'm going to go to bed.
All right, fair enough, man.
I'm so tired. I'm going to lay in bed and probably lay on my phone, but I'll probably fall asleep. God, it's 10 p.m. I feel like an old man.
For fuck's sake.
I
Go out.
Genuinely, you genuinely going to go out?
Yeah, probably.
Wow. God, the thought of going out right
My
now
sleep
makes me-
schedule isn't as fucked as yours.
My sleep schedule's normal.
Is it?
Yeah, now it's normal. I wake up at 6, 7 in the morning and I'm tired by...
That's early.
Yeah, and I'm tired by 10, 11, 12. Last night I went to sleep at 2, and oh yeah, no, the reason I'm so tired right now is because I went to sleep last night at 2 in the morning, and I woke up at 6.
Right.
So wait, that's 4 hours sleep. Yeah, so of course I'm tired now. It makes perfect sense.
Hmm.
Well, I probably do need sleep, so... I'll just put your shit in the Dropbox, and I'll edit it tomorrow in the office.
Cool, man.
Alright, dude.
I'll see you later.
Have a good one.
And you. Bye.
Bye.